If he do anything remotely close to what he did in the Dallas uniform when he was, he was inspired and he played, but then all these other things came up. We're gonna get the best Luka. We're about to get the best version of Luka, and he's about to be in the Laker uniform doing it. If he gets 70 in the Laker uniform.
Heard the rumors, seen the memes. When Luka Dončić got shipped to Los Angeles Lakers, half the league laughed. He'll chill out, he's soft. That trade, swapping him for Anthony Davis plus some picks, looked wild. A gamble, a misstep, a move that whispered, this franchise is broken. But here's the plot twist they didn't see coming. That move didn't weaken the Lakers, it lit a fire. Lakers fans braced for heartbreak. Opponents smirked, thinking they could exploit a disjointed roster. What they got instead was a revelation. Because Luka, he's not just showing up, he's rewriting what a trade bust looks like. The doubters, analysts, haters, fans in Dallas and beyond, they didn't account for one thing: revenge, for hunger, and for a guy who refuses to be mediocre. Now picture it, purple and gold, bright lights, and a new kind of energy. Not just a superstar in a new uniform, but a statement. And by the time we're done talking, you'll see why this isn't just a new chapter in his career. It could be the dawn of something scary for the rest of the league. But that's only the beginning. The summer nobody paid attention to turned out to be the secret weapon. While the rest of the league lounged in air-conditioned gyms and tweeted their hot takes, Luka was quietly transforming. He wasn't just shedding pounds, he was rebuilding his body from the ground up. Twice-a-day gym sessions, a strict intermittent fasting routine, and a laser focus on mobility and endurance turned him into a faster, stronger, sharper version of himself. Teammates couldn't believe it. Rui Hachimura, usually chill and low-key, admitted he was stunned. He's moving completely different, faster, more explosive, like he's unlocked something. It wasn't just about aesthetics. Every pound lost, every sprint, every mid-air adjustment in the weight room translated directly to the court. Luka's lateral quickness improved, his stamina skyrocketed, and his balance reached levels that made defenders pause. Analysts began whispering that this version of Doncic could outplay nearly anyone in the league, not just in scoring, but in vision, defense, and decision-making. And all this happened before a single Lakers game in the season. This wasn't just preparation, it was a statement. The message was clear without being loud. Luka Dončić was not coming to participate. He was coming to dominate. And the league? They had no idea what was about to hit them. Every move, every practice, every dribble in the summer months was a silent prelude to chaos. A prelude that would make the opening games feel like the calm before a storm. Before the NBA even got a taste, Luka made his statement on the international stage. Eurobasket 2025 wasn't supposed to be his coming out party. It was just a warm-up. But Doncic treated it like his personal showcase. Slovenia leaned on him like a lifeline, and he answered with brilliance that left the basketball world blinking in disbelief. Averaging 34.7 points per game, he dropped 42 on Italy, 39 on France, 39 on Germany. Numbers that don't just impress, they terrify. But it wasn't only the scoring. Luka's rebounds, assists, and steals were a masterclass in all-around dominance. He controlled the pace, dictated the flow, and made players around him better without even trying. Teammates followed his lead instinctively. Defenders tried to predict him and failed every time. Every Euro step, every slick pass, every clutch basket screamed one message: this Luka is not the one they knew in Dallas. By the time he returned to Los Angeles, the whispers had started. He's faster, stronger, smarter. He's ready to change everything. And he didn't just bring confidence, he brought proof. The summer glow-up was real, the Eurobasket dominance undeniable, and the Lakers suddenly had more than a superstar. They had a force that could rewrite games before the first buzzer sounded. When the season tipped off, it wasn't just Luka on the floor. It was Luka orchestrating a completely new Lakers offense. Every play seemed built around his instincts, his timing, his ability to read defenders like an open book. JJ Redick's system emphasized spacing, movement, and pace, but Luka turned it into something else entirely, a living, breathing machine that moved with his energy. Teammates found themselves in positions they hadn't been in before, open shots waiting for them because Luka's vision created opportunities almost before the defense realized there was a threat. DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes were running the rim, drawing attention and leaving gaps for Luka to exploit. Rui Hachimura was spotting up in the corners, perfectly positioned for the quick-release threes Luka could feed him. Every possession was a puzzle Luka solved in real time. No hesitation, no wasted motion, just pure anticipation and precision. It was mesmerizing. Opponents prepared for one Luka, only to find a completely upgraded version. Not just a scorer, not just a playmaker, but the center of gravity for an offense that suddenly felt unstoppable. And the scariest part? He was only getting started. The season had just begun, and the Lakers' new engine was already humming at full power, with Luka at the helm. The season opened with chaos for the Lakers. LeBron James sidelined with sciatica, key role players nursing minor injuries. But Luka thrived in the pressure. He exploded for 43 points in the opener, then followed it up with 49 in the next game, immediately breaking records and making the league take notice. In just 2 games, he racked up 92 points, surpassing long-standing marks and reminding everyone that this wasn't a fluke. Through the first 5 games, his averages hovered around 35 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds per night, with shooting efficiency that left defenders scrambling and commentators scrambling for adjectives. Yet, it wasn't just the numbers. It was the way he moved, controlled the pace, and dictated every possession with calm precision. The Lakers weren't just surviving without LeBron. They were thriving, riding the wave of a superstar in total command. Luka wasn't chasing anyone's legacy. He was carving his own path, one historic performance at a time, and the rest of the NBA was only beginning to realize the nightmare they'd been warned about. The Lakers' win streak wasn't just a fluke, it was a statement, and Luka Dončić was the engine driving it. 7 straight victories to start the season had fans buzzing and analysts scrambling for explanations, and every game showcased just how much Luka had transformed. Against the Suns, he dissected defenses with precision, finding open shooters while finishing at the rim with ease. Facing the Bulls, he carried the team through clutch moments, hitting contested shots and threading impossible passes. Every opponent that thought they could slow him down learned the hard way that this new Luka was faster, stronger, and smarter than anything they'd seen before. It wasn't just scoring, it was vision, timing, and control that left defenders helpless, constantly reacting instead of initiating. Even when teammates missed shots or made mistakes, Luka adjusted instantly, reading the floor like a living playbook and putting his team back in rhythm before the next possession. The streak became more than wins. It was proof of a system built around Luka's dominance, a team flowing perfectly because he demanded nothing less than total commitment and focus from everyone on the floor. And yet, for all the records, for all the highlight plays, Luka remained calm, almost casual, as if this was all part of the plan, leaving the rest of the league wondering how one player could single-handedly elevate a team to an unstoppable rhythm while continuing to push himself higher and harder with every passing game. Luka Dončić isn't just a scoring machine anymore, he's a defensive nightmare too, and that evolution has caught everyone off guard. Teammates and analysts alike are noticing the difference. Steals, blocks, and defensive rebounds are all at career highs, but it's the anticipation and court awareness that truly set him apart. He reads passing lanes like a chess master, jumps into gaps before the ball even arrives, and positions himself perfectly to disrupt opposing offenses without overcommitting. Against the Spurs, he racked up 5 steals, each one coming at a critical moment, swinging momentum back to the Lakers and energizing the crowd. His defensive presence forces opponents into rushed decisions, often creating turnovers that lead to easy fast break points. But Luka's defense isn't just about numbers, it's about control. Every movement, every step, every hand placement is calculated to give the Lakers an advantage, turning games into exhibitions of his all-around dominance. Even veteran players have admitted they've never seen anything like it, noting that he's faster laterally, stronger in contests, and smarter in reading offensive sets than ever before. This new Luka isn't satisfied with carrying the team offensively. He's ensuring the Lakers dictate the game on both ends of the floor, leaving opponents with no easy options and a growing sense of dread each time they cross midcourt. The league expected points and flashy plays. What they didn't expect was a player who could control every dimension of the game, making Luka a true nightmare for anyone trying to stop him. Luka Dončic's impact extends far beyond his individual brilliance. His presence is reshaping the Lakers' entire team dynamic. The offense flows around him, but it's the chemistry he's building with teammates that makes the Lakers truly dangerous. Rui Hachimura is spotting up in perfect positions for corner threes, Austin Reeves cuts through gaps Luka opens up, and the big men, DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes, are constantly drawing defenders away from the paint, creating space for Luka to operate with near-complete freedom. Every pass he makes, every drive he initiates seems to elevate those around him, transforming role players into legitimate threats and forcing opponents to stretch their defenses thin. It's not just skill, it's timing, intuition, and leadership. Players react before they think, anticipating Luka's movements as if he's conducting a symphony, and the results are staggering. Teams that underestimated the Lakers early in the season are now facing a cohesive, almost unstoppable unit. Luka's leadership doesn't scream or demand attention. It commands it quietly, through example and consistency, and the results speak for themselves. The Lakers are winning games they had no business winning, making comebacks look routine, and turning ordinary possessions into highlight reel plays. With Luka at the helm, the team is more than a collection of stars. It's a finely tuned machine, synchronized around one unstoppable force, and the rest of the league can only watch in disbelief as the Lakers rise to a level nobody expected this early in the season. While the Lakers thrive, the Dallas Mavericks are left staring at a nightmare of their own making. What was supposed to be a calculated trade now looks like a monumental misstep as Luka Dončić continues to dominate every night in Los Angeles. Anthony Davis, the centerpiece of the return, struggles to stay healthy and out of street clothes, while Max Christie and draft picks can't begin to replicate the impact Luka brings. Every highlight, every record, every clutch performance serves as a reminder of what Dallas gave up. Analysts and fans alike are questioning how one player could so completely alter the trajectory of a franchise in such a short time. The contrast is stark. A team trying to rebuild without its former superstar versus a Lakers squad flowing seamlessly around a generational talent. Social media buzzes with comparisons, debates, and disbelief, with Mavericks fans silently mourning the gamble they took, while the league collectively acknowledges that Luka isn't just winning games. He's rewriting expectations for what a single player can accomplish after a trade. The irony is brutal. The Mavericks thought they could downplay his value, yet every new performance only cements Luka's legacy and intensifies the story of the trade that may go down as one of the most lopsided in modern NBA history. Every night, Luka faces defenses built to stop him. Double teams, sagging big men, switching schemes. Yet he thrives under the pressure. He's already turned impossible matchups into highlight reels. Against elite defenders, he drives, spins, and kicks out for open shots, or finishes over multiple players with gravity-defying control. Opponents try to force him into mistakes, but Luka's decision-making is sharper than ever, combining speed, anticipation, and a mind that reads plays 3 steps ahead. The league expected a star. What they didn't expect was a one-man problem that alters rotations, shifts defensive priorities, and forces coaches to rethink game plans every night. Analysts now openly debate how to even defend him without collapsing your own team structure. Every bucket, assist, and steal seems designed to make the league look powerless, and the pattern is clear. Luka isn't just winning games, he's rewriting the standard for what elite basketball looks like in the modern NBA. Every night, Luka faces defenses built to stop him. Double teams, sagging big men, switching schemes. Yet he thrives under the pressure. He's already turned impossible matchups into highlight reels. Against elite defenders, he drives, spins, and kicks out for open shots, or finishes over multiple players with gravity-defying control. Opponents try to force him into mistakes, but Luka's decision-making is sharper than ever, combining speed, anticipation, and a mind that reads plays 3 steps ahead. The league expected a star. What they didn't expect was a one-man problem that alters rotations, shifts defensive priorities, and forces coaches to rethink game plans every night. Analysts now openly debate how to even defend him without collapsing your own team structure. Every bucket, assist, and steal seems designed to make the league look powerless, and the pattern is clear. Luka isn't just winning games, he's rewriting the standard for what elite basketball looks like in the modern NBA. This isn't just Luka Dončić playing basketball, it's Luka rewriting the narrative of what a superstar can do on both ends of the floor, in a new city, with a new team, and under pressure that would break most players. He's faster, smarter, stronger, and more relentless than ever before, carrying the Lakers through wins, dominating records, and transforming every possession into a statement. The Mavericks' regret, the league's shock, the fans' excitement. It all points to one truth. Something historic is unfolding in Los Angeles, and Luka is at the center of it. As the season unfolds, every game will add chapters to a story that could define an era. The real question isn't whether he can sustain this level of play. It's who, if anyone, can stop him. Lakers fans are witnessing the dawn of a new powerhouse, a team built around genius, precision, and determination. And for the rest of the NBA, you better take notes, because Luka Dončić isn't just aiming for greatness, he's rewriting the playbook, and we're all watching history in the making. Hit like if you think this is only the beginning, and subscribe, because the next chapter is going to be even more unbelievable.